front yard garden tour day. So, my lemon balm has not come back up. I think I may have to go buy one. Ugh. Peach tree has flowered and then some. They look a little dead. We'll see if any peaches come. Seriously doubt it. This thing has never produced an edible peach in its life because wasps and stuff get to it. The narcissus are down. They bloomed. They're just gonna put on some energy for next year. This is all like society garlic, daylilies, spiderwort. I did plant some hostas though. Last year and this year, and I'm pretty happy because they actually came up. There's another one. There's another one. Wintergreen's not dead yet. I mean, it gets pretty hot here. I don't know if the wintergreen's gonna make it. This is like wild garlic. Like I thought I pulled it all. Obviously, I missed quite a bit. This is what happens when you don't pull your garlic, kids. What are you? I don't even know what that is. Blueberries. I actually have berries on my blueberries. Well, on some of them. Not this one, but definitely on this one. And definitely on this one. This one has the most berries all over it. So, the poor sad little mulberries got froze. They like started to come out and then they got froze. And they even had like berries going on. Hello, not focused at all. There you go. You can see them they look really sad. So yeah, they were in the middle of baking berries and then they got frost a bit, so it looks really sad outside. My muley grass sucks. It is brown and dry and sad. And I don't know why, but it's gotten plenty of water. I don't remember what that is, and I don't remember what that is. One of these I think is a spice bush, allspice bush, but I don't remember what's what. I know that's an aronia berry. Yeah, look, garlic, just random garlic. I totally don't remember planting any of that. There's more garlic, just garlic and violets and strawberries. I just go wild. There's my pawpaw. It had one little leaf out, and it still has one tiny little leaf out, and one at the bottom, and then it, froze. So the pawpaw is probably not real happy either. That is my swamp hibiscus. I don't know if that's coming back. I hope it is, but I don't know if it is. I know that my Turk's cat, there's one over there and one right here that I cut down. I know those will come back. So I was digging up goldenrod, and if you don't know, goldenrod spreads through rhizomes and it's a beast. So, and then I forgot about that whole area, so it looks like trash because I didn't fix it after I started. My coreopsis, like this patch has been there for like several years, but it always gets like completely overshadowed by the strawberries and violets. Well, last year it had a horrible drought, so they all died. I mean, there's babies now, but so anyway, the coreopsis here, like here, all these beautiful coreopsis, these two over here have come up. So yeah, how about it, coreopsis? You don't bloom much in the shade over here, so wherever you feel like you might make it, just give it a shot, bud. I don't think this is my tiger fig. My other tiger fig, both are dead. There was a late, pretty hard frost, and just not make it. This Carolina spice bush is finally starting to leaf out. It looked like, I don't know if it was dead or what, because it was just taking forever to leaf out. This is a mum. This is the old mum stick. I'm gonna break that off. And that's the new mum growth, and this is the new mum growth. But as you can see, it started to grow, and it got hit again with a frost. That was a late frost. So I need to weed really bad in here, but I'm lazy AF. So that's a phlox. That should be a perennial phlox. Stella cherry tree. Dead nettle, which I let just go wherever it wants. Wintergreen mint, which has gone wherever it wants because I had it in a little bucket and then it escaped, and I've not been able to rein it in, and I will never be able to rein it back in. So at the base of the cherry tree, you'll see maybe there's little onions coming up. That would be some Egyptian walking onion, and I have it in a couple other places. So we'll see how that goes. This is the original bucket. I don't know if you can see it that I had the mint in, but now it's like garlic. If you let your garlic go, kids, you'll have it everywhere. This is actually a bulb. It is an allium. I don't remember the name specifically, but it gets purple, like this deep purple well, first it's green and then it turns purple. So like you can get it half purple on top, half green on the bottom. It's really amazing, and it'd be really pretty, like in a bouquet. Is what my hope is. I got a weed. I got a weed really, really bad. There's an echinacea that came back though. How exciting is that? These are my blackberries. I didn't actually plant these blackberries here. I planted blackberries way over there, and then some started here, and I can't get rid of them, and I've just learned to love and embrace them for the very few berries that I do get off of here, because there is a deer issue out front, and they love blackberries. Okay, so Stella cherry. No, not Stella. What is this cherry? It's a bush cherry. Can't remember the name of it. Okay, but anyway, so I got a second one, right? Because I had all these flowers last year, not one cherry. So I was like, okay, you have to have a cross pollinator. It's the same type, Nanking cherry, but you know they're viable from seeds. So anyway, I got a second one from somewhere else, and so now, look. Why are you not focusing? You're so horrible today. So yeah, I might actually get some Nanking cherries this year, and I'm pretty thrilled about that because I've had this thing for like 5 years. Never got a single cherry off of it, so 3 years maybe, I don't know. Okay, so the yarrow, I think this one's my light pink yarrow, but the dark red yarrow is already flowering because it's an overachiever. These are water chestnuts, believe it or not. Even with that really deep freeze we got, everything in this pond seems to survive. So those are water chestnuts, and they'll take over this pot and then some. That is fish mint, a variegated fish mint, which I love to death. It's my favorite fish mint, and I've so neglected this. It's not even funny, and it just loves it here. And look, the bees like it here too. This is really mucky. We need to clean this out. But there's a Zola still living, barely. Here's more of those. Well, actually, okay. These are a type of allium bulbs I planted that are decorative. They're short. They're not for cut flowers. They're just pretty. And then these are some like swamp iris that I thought were dead, but they come back randomly last year, and then they came back this year. And here's my problem. This is Texas primrose buttercup, and now it's over here, and I can't get rid of it, and it's gonna spread everywhere. I planted one little patch of that stuff, and look, all of this green you see, that's buttercup. It's in the yard. It's in the front. I can't get rid of it. If you like it, great. I'm just learning to love it is really where I'm at. I'm learning to love it because, yeah, there's no getting rid of it, like at all. So, anyway, this is some marigold, and it is like a sweet scented marigold. It smells like, to me, it smells like cloves or sweet clover maybe. So it is actually coming back. This right here, these are babies. It should be competitive with it. Everything's gonna have to be competitive with this freaking buttercup because, yeah, I think all my figs are all dead. I think there was like a 4 degrees frost, and I just think they all died. So pretty sad about the loss of pretty much all of my figs. So that is discouraging AF. Because I live in a place where figs shouldn't die like that. So what are you gonna do? That's a dahlia stems I'm killing. So somewhere in the middle of these buttercups is a bunch of these aren't phlox, Sweet William, and there is phlox here somewhere, and there is echinacea here also. But as you can see, it's really fighting because this stuff just went everywhere, and I can't get rid of it. So pear tree's happy. Fig tree's dead. I have to say goodbye to the figs, I think. So, this is a spotted bee bulb. It's a native to America, and it's good for the bees and the butterflies. There's my red yarrow. It is one of my favorites. It's beautiful. I have some black-eyed Susan that I'm probably gonna look at this. I didn't plant any of this. This is just I'm gonna pull this up and plant some black-eyed Susan here and hope that it can fight it out with this god-awful wildflower. I don't know if it's native. If it is, I don't understand why this isn't everywhere in the entire world, because this is like literally the most horrifying native wildflower I've ever come across. Thyme, oregano that's never died. Please don't Don't land on me. I don't really want giant. What is that? Are you a good bug or a bad bug? I don't know. I have to see your mouth to know if you're a good bug or a bad bug. Anyway, so I actually have some peaches, and we'll see if they survive. And it actually looks like either a seedling or a sprout from this guy. I'm gonna see if it's a seedling because I have a friend Wendy that I made like a couple weeks ago. It was really cool. She just like drove up to my house, was like, "Hey, your yard looks great. Can I take a picture of it?" I'm like, "Sure." And then we just started talking, and it was really kind of cool. So I did plant some bulbs for flowers. This probably needs to go. Right here, these are tiny narcissus that came up and have already done their thing. I think this is some liatris that I planted a couple years ago. It really sucked last year. Everything really sucked last year because it got really, really hot. But, you know, there's like 2-3 plants that came back, so pretty happy about that. This is a horehound. Now, years ago, I had a horehound, and then it died. I don't know where the seeds came for this because I haven't had it in my garden in like 3 years, but I'm like, yeah, go on with your bad self. These seeds from horehound they're prickly, they hurt, so be aware. Okay, so I was really excited, okay, because this is my Rosa rugosa. It smells freaking amazing. It makes great rose hips, which is why I got it. It did not make great rose hips last year because drought, okay, but it's also effing horrible about spreading. Look at all these little, I mean, it sends it. Last year we had one over there. Like, it sent it like 20 feet away. Stop. Just love where you're at, my friend. Love where you're at. Quit sitting yourself everywhere. You're being too promiscuous. Okay. This is all weeds. This is all weeds. And I don't know what this leguminous. Oh, that is a spider right there. It looked like a recluse. Maybe a wolf spider. Who knows? So I hate this because this thing doesn't even make pretty flowers. It just makes these tiny, tiny flowers. And there's already seed heads on all of these. You can see the seed heads. Okay, I gotta get out here and pull it. I got sunburned yesterday, so I didn't come out and do it this morning because my back was burning just a bit. But I'm probably never gonna get rid of that either. So you just, like, look, this is all these violets. My husband's like, I hate the violets. I'm like, you better learn to love the violets. They're everywhere. They are the ground cover here, okay? So just, you gotta, you know, can't, if they're that hardy, learn to love it because you ain't getting rid of it and you may need it someday. Echinacea. These are gummy berries, and all of the flowers, come on, all the flowers have been heavily visited by the bees, so I'm sure I will have a wonderful harvest of gummy berries if I can beat the birds to them. The birds love them as well. Also, fun fact, gummy berries are super thorny. They hurt really bad if you run into them the wrong way. These are also my blueberries, which look like they have a decent set of berries on them this year. I had gotten some mesh bags, big mesh bags, well, not big, but big enough to go over some of my bushes so that I can beat the aminals and insects to some of my blueberries this year. Little turds. I don't mind sharing, but my word, they take that all. I thought this was dead. It's not though. Let's come back. This is a starts with a C. Can't think of the name. Ooh, sorry, redbud. Early in the spring, this puts out quince. It's an ornamental quince, I believe. It puts out these beautiful kind of coral colored flowers. It did not this year because I think it was just barely making it coming back, but it's growing quite a bit. I'm excited. This is my wild blueberry. This is a native blueberry. It actually expands by runners. I have this bush in the front and one in the back, and I hope that they will expand over time. That was a sage that did not come back. It's dead. I gotta plant something there. So here I always let the plantain go because I love it. Plantain's good for you. Okay, so here's my okay, I love it, but like not right next to stuff I'm actually trying to go. Lysianthus, one of my Lysianthus that came back. I forget what that's called, but I'm never gonna get rid of it, and that's cool because it's like this really pretty flower. These little guys, these 3 little alliums, I think there's 3, there may be more things like spread, but they are Babington leek, which is pretty much impossible to get a hold of in the States. I really had to hunt for that, and then it's like I mail ordered them, like wrote a check, mailed it off to these people. I believe they're in the Pacific Northwest, and they have an amazing selection of seeds. I also got some other hard to find stuff there. But anyway, Babington leeks, I have it in about 6 places in my garden because
I love them, and I can't find them, and I want to make sure that at least one of the places I put them was a survivable place. This is my other Hesianthus, and that is a lilac, which normally sucks here in the south. But it's a little lilac, and it's supposed to do well out here. So we'll see. I thought it was dead, but it's not. So I had this beautiful Rudbeckia, and it was coming back, and then it just died. Just was like, you know, I'm done trying. There are seed heads though, so I don't know. Maybe if I do this, they'll come back next year, because I think they have to go through a cold snap. My snapdragons came back. This is my dead fig. These are my blackberries. These are really good blackberries. These are my other blueberries. And these are just these ones from like Tractor Supply, because I thought they had cute names and their colors, their leaves were like pretty colors. Oh, bee, okay. So dude, like this berry is almost ready. Pretty blue, getting pretty blue. My soap lily has come back, yay. Whatever I planted there, that used to be my baby cake raspberry that my twin gave me, and then it just died and it never came back. So that's a bee balm that's taken over everything, and I wish I'd never planted it. They are in the mint family, and I should have known better, but I believe somebody else's review that said that it was not a fast spreader, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's bad. That is Sitar, is what that herb is. These are my fleabane lilies. Lily daisies. They're weeds. I love them. I'll let them come and stay. Okay, so I got some double blossom Asiatic lilies to plant, and I really hope that they flower this year, because I like just fell in love with them. A coworker of mine at my old job, she got some in a bouquet, and I was like, oh my god, they're here in real life, and I got to see them, and they were really pretty. So these are some echinacea, Russian sage, the anniversary rose is going just gangbusters. I cut it down to about half the size it is now, and it's gone up and gotten really big. Look at all the weeds. It's hard. You don't really know what's weeds unless you know what you want. I don't know what that is. I think that's Veronica, maybe. I don't remember. I didn't think it would come back. There's a blue sage that did come back right there, which is kind of nice. I dug up the irises and thinned them out and gave them to some friends, and I definitely thinned out those. Dude, is it even a video of mine if there's not a train? So I thinned out the daylilies, so they're doing good. All of the violets have bloomed and then gone, and I didn't get to make jelly because it kept raining the whole time that they were in bloom. This is a stevia, and it'll come back. Ugh, get off of me, dude. No. Oh my god. Okay, the stevia will come back and get big and happy, and that is a rose that maybe will be a pinky greeny rose. I don't really know, so we'll just wait and see if I got lied to or not. Half of my red bud died, which happens. Red buds are so finicky. So this half split off a couple years ago, and it's come back, and then now this year this half's just not come out, so we're just gonna have to cut that one off, and it'll be a very like this way kind of tree and not a this way kind of tree. So I don't know, we'll see. And last but not least, in the middle bed, I have got some Egyptian walking onions, some blue bonnets. I'm waiting for this to come to life. I mean it should. This persimmon, I did a scratch test. It's still green under the bark, but man, it's slow. That persimmon's already out. This one's not, and I don't know what the deal is with it. Persimmons are slow to wake up, so I'm just kind of waiting and hoping. There is mint in this bed again. That is another type of bee balm that somebody told me was a basil, and it ended up not being a basil, and it was a bee balm, and it's like it just, I don't know, I can't get rid of it. So I forget what all these are, but I know they're natives that I bought from Steve Nick Boston last year, because they should keep blossoming through the dry, hot summers that we have. This is a decorative version of the goldenrod. It's the sweet smelling goldenrod is what that one is. This is all Love and a Mist, so this will flower and get tall. These are Babington leeks that I planted here. These are my violas, they love you. It took me 2 years to get these to bloom. These have actually wintered last winter, and they wintered, and then they lived through last summer, and then they lived through last winter, and then they finally blossomed this year, so we'll see how that goes. These are garlics that I thought I pulled, but I must have missed some, as evidenced by the gigantic patches they've made. There are other native flowers that I put here, but I can't really remember where I put them, and I don't really see them off the top of my head, so I really can't help myself find them. But there's a rose. I did plant one rose right there, and we'll see if it is happy there or not. I really need this persimmon to like leaf out. Like it's really stressing me out. So, all right, that really is everything for the front yard. Oh, look, my iris. Those are like swamp iris or Louisiana iris or whatever. They're not like the really fancy iris. Anyway, those are coming to bloom, so it's nice. This is long enough.